cannot do this yet.
Heed the Morrigan.
The ever exciting running through the forest to go get all the wisp and juice on the side. You know, I always make fun of the wells, because they're never that useful, but I would actually really like to find a well, so I get my Quicksilvers back. This is definitely one of the downsides to the full-on budget version, is you are quite slow. I'm sure you can make it faster if you want, but the priority is making sure you never die and being able to do the high tier content and magic fine without any concern while mapping. I mean, you can still die and all that stuff, but it's pretty unlikely. And as you invest more into the build, you can for sure make it quite a bit faster, even before things like Mage Blood.
I cannot do this yet.
Almost dying to her corrupted blood. Feels good. Alright, that looks like most of the juice. It's good enough. Yeah, alright.
You are destined to bring ruin to all you touch.
Go forward a little, trigger the Eldritch monsters, and then run back, see if there are any altars or respawn. We'll just go through all the mechanics as we see them. Make sure there's nothing back here. Normally I would roll the strong boxes for things like rare monsters or streamer monsters, but I'm gonna just click on the little monsters. Be a good map to show. So this has a wasting touch debuff, which is a delirium debuff modifier. That's one of the things that Defiance excels against, where having just a blood notch build is sometimes not gonna cut it. Although I do recommend later to have a pure blood notch setup on Blue That's Power to help. And weapon swap over quick enough to Cold Iron. The reason I would recommend switching off Defiance is because, you know, 20 quantity is a lot to give up this lead.
I cannot do this yet.
I have like no inventory space because I'm carrying all of the swamp for the higher budget build. Honestly, I'll probably just leave all the Vengers and everything on the ground. They're valuable and you should pick them up, but it's mostly me just showcasing the builds. Not too much. So we're not defense scaling and we're overcapped on res, so we don't care about the downsides of that altar. Kind of free roll it. My body against the wall, let this ignite, slowly burn, let all the monsters spawn up, and then we'll switch back off the cold iron point. I'll tell that guy, that watcher size probably not for sale. Wait for all the monsters up there that just spawned in. Got a nice little pop-up to end divines there. Remember, while this character's budget, the investment into my maps are not budget. These are, you know, 8 mod, 2 prod maps with winged and elevated Sexton, Scarabs, whatever have you, right? All these curse and putrid would also be nice to take, but once again, we're just gonna pick up the real juicy things and move forward. I will make that sacrifice for y'all. That's so generous, right? And we have 2 more damage rounds, right? Should be fine. If I get 1 bopped, all the better, because then we'll know the limit. Is there even a limit?
You hunt well. I cannot carry this.
That max light poison is actually probably good. It would be just an upgrade for this build. How much attribute did it have actually? It actually does have enough attribute. We're ethically SSFing some upgrades. Boom.
I cannot do this yet.
Once again, the reason I don't have corrupted boxes is one, I want the space for a delirium mirror on my sextant, and two, rolling boxes is incredibly profitable. It's worth the effort, it's worth the time to bring in some alchemy, some scours, some chaos orbs, and just spam chaos until you see 3 rare monsters or stream of monsters. Wasting Touch wasn't fatal there, but it was pretty close. Having 90% reduced recovery was quite bad for the recoup against the Petrified Blood, as well as the Blood Notch being effectively disabled. I didn't open a safety portal as I go through the map, even though it's like pretty unlikely that you die. You can. Sometimes you also just like crash out and have to juice. Save yourself a bit of a walk. Here's a case where I can probably get away. So if there was not Wasting Touch in this map, I wouldn't terribly mind this 13% reduced per endurance charge. So as you saw earlier, like you can have up to 90% kind of survive a round. But because there's also Wasting Touch in this map, I'm gonna avoid this modifier here. Something I will mention, you could have it if you play this build to do, is to just constantly be casting Penance Mark at things. A lot of the times it doesn't matter, but if you have like isolated monsters or something, you need to be overriding your enfeebles with Penance Mark, so that you can get some Nicora pops. this situation where I put a small ignite on it, Fallout Forces will keep it running. I switch to the cold iron point as to not further damage the monsters through explosions or a larger ignite, waiting for everything to spawn up. Then we swap back. And then everything dies eventually, but if they don't one shot us, some of them are crazy. Something I will bring up about the delirium debuffs is one, whatever the delirium debuff you're getting is what you're going to get the whole map. And two, the magic monsters, the normal and magic monsters are the thing that are going to carry the delirium debuff application. So typically it's not that hard to make sure that they're all dying and you don't have to worry about it, but do be aware that you don't have to be fearful of rare monsters applying, you know, minus recovery on you. They have things like Burrowing Blade or the Fire Nova or the Lightning Cross are what the rare monsters have. The debuffs come from the smaller monsters. I sit here waiting for one of the phantasms to pop onto Mr. Infernal face here. This is why I stress in the higher budget build to get and explode that which is taken. So you go from 5% chance to explode to 6%, significant increase. Definitely helps the quality of life. It's why making sure that you have 100% ignite chance if you can is very important. Because once again, the whole focus of the things that are slowing the build, which is single monsters, is getting a Hinagora pop off of the Penance Mark Phantasms.
Will write a mighty
I think as we head into Alira, I'm going to make a point of making sure to kill the monsters away from her. And then show the difference between the Detonate Dead Ignite and the Hinagora Phantasm. Although you'll probably see a zombie Ignite along the way first. Unless I stand far away, I guess I can stand away from her and that shouldn't happen. We'll stand down here, put all the monsters away from Alira, so not put an Ignite on her, ideally. Yeah, you can see, so this is now... Maybe that's a Phantasm Ignite already, maybe it's a Zombie Ignite. I would like to say it's a Phantasm Ignite, but I guess in either case, like, it's either a Zombie or a Phantasm, and you can see how quickly she dies. Like, it's not that bad. That's the single target. That's the map clear. It's 22 minutes. This is the one Divine version. Maybe I'll make a video tomorrow with the higher version, but I mean, it's just faster, it's tankier. But I mean, this one, you really need to be much more tanky. Got a nice little prize of 10 divines, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Suppose I'll show Pantheon, I'll flash the passives, but there's a video for all this stuff already. This is what the map was. And you can see the map modifiers. You can see the Eldritch altars we clicked. Seems smooth to me. Hope you all enjoy. If you do decide to play this, I think you'll have a blast. Alright, take care. Been up way too late. Goodbye.